Yes.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Hirinder, and I welcome you to our weekly joint meeting of storytellers, Leaders Connect, and Leaders Story Club. As everybody has a mission in their life to achieve their goal, likewise, our Toastmaster Club also has a mission. The mission of our Toastmaster Club is to provide a supportive and learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skill, resulting in greater self-confidence, personal growth. We have some ground rule that we like to continue during our meeting. We avoid some sensitive topic such as sex, religion, and politics, and we try to minimize the distraction by not speaking while the other speaker is going on. We also expect you to keep your smile throughout who are present, and those who have joined like me online, try and keep your cameras on and keep yourself mute if you're not speaking. Try and use the hand raise function if you want to speak, and keep the flow of the meeting going. Without further ado, let's begin, and I would like to pass on to myself as a presiding officer for today's meeting. So I'll thank myself and thank you again. Welcome everyone from the presiding officer. I need Mohit's help if there is any guest available in the offline setup.
Hi, Hirinder. We
Do we
don't
have any
have any
guest?
gue- we don't have any guests in the meeting room here. All are
Okay.
members.
Okay. Uh, Thanks, Mohit. Uh, I see Tanu Johri. Are you a member or you a guest, Tanu Johri?
Hello, sir. I'm not a member till now, but I'm a guest from Winnie.
Okay, welcome to the meeting. And quickly, I would like to check
Thank you.
after the meeting as well, what brings you to our meeting and what do you expect from our meeting? Just take 2 minutes or 30 seconds, maybe. Not 2 minutes, 30 seconds, only 30 seconds.
I'm Tanu Johari. I'm a past life regression therapist, and I heal people by healing the root cause of the problem, whether it is from this life or from the past life. Because our body respond to our emotions. When we are sad, we cry. In the same way, if we are having any wounds, it is on the soul, it is not on the body, and we carry the scars of those, and finally, it is manifested in the body. So I heal people and I transform the reality. मतलब लोग कहते हैं कि मुझे पास्ट लाइफ क्यों जाननी है, किसी को कुछ नहीं जानना है, सिर्फ उसको हील करना है जिससे कि हमारा प्रेजेंट बेटर हो जाए. So
Okay,
I'm looking forward to this group so that people can connect with me and be aware of this modality, that this exists as an alternative therapy, and it can heal relationship, health, and finances, anything. It's like Pandora box. और पितृदोष भी इससे हील होता है, बिकॉज वी कनेक्ट टू द एनर्जीज ऑफ द एंसेस्टर्स एंड इट कैन बी हील्ड. मतलब व्हाट ऑल हैज हैपेंड, जो भी उस टाइम पे सिचुएशन हुई होगी वो पूरी निकल के आती है और उसको हील किया जाता है. तो जैसे एक
okay,
बंदा ऊपर से गिर गया तो पीठ टूट गई, तो इस जन्म में उनको बैक पेन रहता है. दिस इज हाउ इट वर्क्स. तो इट इज हीलिंग फ्रॉम द पास्ट.
okay. Welcome to the meeting, Tanu. We will look
थैंक
forward
यू
to
सो
hear from
मच.
you and we'll see how you like the meeting and we'll check with you towards the end. Uh,
थैंक यू.
Without further ado, I see we are running 10 minutes behind the schedule. So I would like to pass on to Nadeem for the 2 minute motivational speech. Nadeem, over to you.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
you are audible.
yes, you are
Okay,
audible.
well, I will just start. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hirender, for passing on to me. And I have a 2 minute speech today, which I will start. The topic and basically the title of my speech is Just 5 minutes. So, hello Toastmasters and fellow Toastmasters and guests. Uh, Let me ask you just one thing. How many of you in this room are experts at telling yourself that I'll do this task tomorrow? Well, you can raise your hands. Me too, to be honest. So, for example, for a long time, my to-do list was basically a maybe someday list. Everything was from my side. Like I used to, like, be it from folding my laundry or like going to grocery. I basically used to procrastinate a lot, and basically that too happened, and I used to basically put it off. Then what I did, I tried this method called 5-minute rule. So honestly, it sounded very too simple to actually work. Yeah. But here's the deal. Whenever you are dreading a task, you just promise yourself that you will do it for exactly 5 minutes. And that's it. After 5 minutes, you are allowed to quit and walk away without zero guilt. For example, you want to work out and you are saying, I'm not feeling. But you just say that, okay, I will do it for 5 minutes. Putting on my just gym shoes takes a minute. Getting on the treadmill takes few more minutes. And after 5 minutes, you are free to go. You can stop. That's it. I can. But the funny thing is, it's actually, I never actually do. Because why? Because whenever we take the first step, that's the hardest part of doing anything. And if that isn't working, that's why we basically feel that taking the first step is always the hardest. And once you get in the motion, you actually never quit. And that's the beauty of this rule. So this rule basically gave a massive amount of like boost to my proactiveness. We basically completely async ourselves by taking the first step. So whenever the next time you are thinking to putting off something, like whether a big project or even standing up for something like 2-minute speech like this for me, don't stress, just finish it off, just start doing it, give it yourself just those first 5 minutes, and believe it or not, you might actually surprise yourself. So yeah, thanks so much for this. Back to you, Toastmasters Master of the Day.
Neetal, I think you can take it over from here.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hirender, Toastmaster Nadeem. Hello, all. It's been like a month that I'm joining Toastmaster meeting. So today
Yeah,
topic.
it seems you are joining from quite far, like from Siachen border. All right.
Yeah, I'm still there. I came back a week ago, but my mind is still there, still realizing what I have done, what are places I visited. So let me get back to today's theme. So it's not more of a theme, it's just talking about my journey. And you can call it as my first trip where my family was not there, where it was not an office trip, where it was just a road trip, which I planned from long 3 months. But the way it got executed was completely out of my imagination. So I started from Hyderabad. We landed in Srinagar. Then we visited all the places. So I'll more talk about it with my photos so that you can relate the experience that I had. So how many of you here been to Kashmir or been to Ladakh or been to Meghalaya? So I see Tanu, I see Siddharth. So where have you been, Siddharth?
Yeah, I have been in Kashmir and Meghalaya. I mean, I am from Assam, so it's
Okay.
very closer. So I have been there a couple of times. So yeah, good place actually.
What was the question I missed, Neetal? Now you are on mute, or I can't hear you.
Able to hear me?
Now I'm able to hear.
I asked how many of you have been traveled to this Meghalaya mountain areas, basically part of India where you see all the mountains, Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, or Meghalaya.
I have been there, Jammu, more than 10 times.
Oh wow. You were in the army that I am not aware of.
I visited. I didn't stay there.
Okay, that's great.
There's
We'll
a
love to hear
shrine.
your experience.
there is a shrine temple, Vaishno Devi. I think people are aware. I visited there more than 10 times. I've visited Manali. I've drove to Manali a couple of times. Nainital, uh, Himachal. I've drove from Delhi to Himachal. It's not too far. It's about 350 kilometers or something. So it takes about 6-7 hours, and I like to drive. I drove there many times.
Wow, that's great. And how about you, Tanu? Where did you visit?
Kashmir 2 times in summers and in winters, and it's heaven. And
Absolutely.
Gangtok,
Okay.
it was also very beautiful, beyond explanation. What
Yes.
peace you experience there.
Yep. So let me start my journey and then we'll continue with the Toastmaster meeting as well. So let me just scroll down. So I started on 25th of June from Hyderabad to Ladakh, not to Ladakh, to Srinagar. So first we visited Srinagar, which all is famous for Dal Lake and Ghantaghar or the Dal Chowk, we call it as. So when I started, this was my scene out of window where I was seeing So this was a scene when I started from Hyderabad, all concrete jungle, all buildings, huge, tall buildings. And when I was descending in Srinagar, the view got completely changed. The view was more on the snow-top mountains, snow-peak mountains, small houses where you can see in this. They look like they're constructed on the mountains and they're very close nearby. But when you actually visit the city, the scene is completely different. So from on day one on the Srinagar, we visited Dal, what is this? Dal Ghantaghar, Lal Chowk, where we have seen the iconic watch, which we keep seeing in the news. And the most fascinating point in the Srinagar was the army deployment. You can still see the army presence in every 500 meters. There are 4 people deployed. It was quite a good temperature, around 30, 35. And seeing those army people standing in there with their guns, with the uniform, you will get a sense of pride that if you're complaining about something, you have to look at them, their life, and you have really nothing to complain about. And after that, we visited the famous Dal Lake, where it was scenic, and it was my first visit to the mountains. So for me, every point I was like, wow. And that is a thing that I kept telling to myself all the 12 days that I have been there. Like the God creation is so beautiful. It is beyond our imagination that we could realize. And Dal Lake, when I was in the boat, it was like it is just not the boat. It's a whole city in itself where people are coming and selling tea on the boats, where there are schools and residential places near the Dal Lake, where the travel mode is the boat. And you have all the houseboats there. Though we did not stay in the houseboat, it was wonderful to look at and seeing all the different kinds of flowers that we had in the Dal Lake. It was amazing. So, anyone traveled on the Dal Lake? Want to share their experience?
It is the beauty beyond expression, and like the flowers, the colors of the mountains, the serenity of the lake, it all mesmerize you.
Yes, that's absolutely true. So it was like they made us spend around 1 hour on the boat, and though the boat lake was traveling the same kilometer again and again, but every time you look at the mountain, the sun was was getting down, and you will see the peak mountains with the different colors. And then from Srinagar, the next day we started towards Kargil. So on Kargil, the first stop we made was on this riverside where we had our food breakfast. And it was so beautiful seeing at the lake and eating the food beside the lake and the sound of the water that is just mesmerizing. And then from there we made we made to the Sonmark, which is like glaciers. There's so many names to it. And it was so beautiful. Every pic, if you see, we have taken at least hundreds of pic at the same location. And every pic captures something different in detailing. So anyone been to Sonmark?
Yes, I have been to Sonmark, but it was during winters, so you will see snow all over the place. I think you visited on summer, but I will suggest you to go in a winter time as well. So it's a completely different world than summers. I mean, you'll feel like you are in Switzerland or yeah, places like that.
See the glaciers. I did not go up till the glaciers, but you can see the snowy snow peak mountains. So it was definitely beautiful place to visit. And the clouds that touch the mountains, they look just mesmerizing. I mean, here there is no human intervention. It is just the nature and the mountains and the clouds, and they take care of themselves. They don't need any human intervention. Then from there, we went to the toughest road of the Ladakh, way to Ladakh, that is Zojila Path. So it is a 14-kilometer stretch where one wrong turn and you're down. There is no railings, there is no side support. Only the one side you will have the mountains, and the other side is just the road, just the mountain curves. And I was sitting on the left side. So every time the driver was taking a turn, I was like, oh my God, oh my God. It was so fun and scary at the same time. And it was at a feet of around 11,649. So that was our altitude. And from Srinagar, when we got down at Zojila altitude, everyone were like, I got a severe headache because it is a 0 point where the air is so cold and you cannot stand more than 5 to 10 minutes here. And when we were there, it was just mesmerizing to see the altitude. It was the first experience after coming down from Srinagar. And when we are going ahead with the altitudes, we are playing around with the altitude from 11,000 to 19,000, and how our body reacted in that, it was totally a different way. And it was definitely fun to watch, fun to be there, and mesmerizing all the way. So this is like from the side of the road, one wrong turn and you're done. Now the government has built a tunnel, if you have heard in the news. It's like 14-kilometer long stretch tunnel, which may get open a year or time. And that will save a lot of time. So this 14-kilometer stretch, it took us around 3 hours to travel. And every turn was even mesmerizing as well as scary. And people, I was thinking only big cars would come, but people have come from bikers to anywhere who were there. It's a famous bikers route. But even the people with Alto car, Sandro car, and even every small car were there. And it's like takes a courage to even think of traveling to that place with a small car and self-driving. So I did not feel like self-driving is as scary. I mean, I felt it as a scary, but people did that. And people keep doing, and especially like Hirinder said, people from Delhi, Himachal, Dehradun, for them it's a cakewalk just to reach. And you can see every kind of car. Then after we passed the Zojila tunnel, then came the first stop was Kargil Memorial. So everyone must know about Kargil from the Kargil war that happened in 1999. But being at this place, witnessing the Kargil, understanding the story, there was a story video that were played before we entered the Kargil Memorial, understanding how difficult the situation was when the war was fought, when there was no advanced equipment like they have it today. When they had to run the tanker, that 14 kilometers of Zojila, they had to push the tanker to reach on the top of the mountain. So standing here, seeing the mountain, seeing the flag hosting, seeing the memorials, it gives a different kind of goosebumps. it makes you understand what kind of service the army people are doing for us and how lucky we are to be in a safe country. So this was a memorial that they had. They were around 500 plus soldiers who died in the Kargil war. And so when I was taking the spic, the flag got a little distorted. The army guy came and he did the flag down, and within minutes, the flag was up in a correct posture. It was mesmerizing to see how the discipline is maintained with the army people that we know in the news, but witnessing on the road with them. So Ladakh is a border state, border union territory. So you will see every army regiment on the way when you're crossing all over Ladakh. I'll continue sharing my experience. Before that, we'll start with the Toastmasters meeting. So Toastmasters is usually divided in 3 segments. The first is a prepared speech, the second is the table topics, and the third is the evaluator. So before we call up our speaker, I'd like to call our general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Hirinder. Toastmaster Hirinder, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nital. You almost left, brought us to the Ladakh, and now you just brought me back to Delhi, where I am. My mind is still there. Thank you so much. Good morning again, everyone. I'll be serving you as a general evaluator, and some of us know that I am a big fan of cricket. So I see general evaluator role is somewhat like an cricket umpire who's there to observe, maintain a discipline, and appreciate the good play, whether it's a fielding, bowling, good cricketing shot. And occasionally he has to raise a finger if something is not going in a right direction, just to point it in a correct way. So I feel general evaluator's role is in a similar direction. As a general evaluator, my role is to observe what happens before the meeting, what happens during the meeting, and what happens after the meeting, and to improve the overall quality of the meeting. And Toastmaster meeting consists of different role players coming together as an orchestra, and everyone's role is really important so that we get a rhythm or harmony in the music. And in doing that, I am not all alone. I have an army of tag team. So I would like to call a timer to explain and come forward to explain his role. So Toastmaster Tanav, would you like to come forward and explain your role?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Toastmaster Tanav, please go ahead.
So I am the timer for today's meeting, and I'll be timing every role player that would come on the stage. And I have 3 cards, green, yellow, and red. I will be showing them at different times for each role player respectively. For the prepared speeches, the minimum qualifying time is 5 to 7 minutes, but we have 2 icebreakers today. So for that, the time limit is 4 to 6 minutes with 30 seconds buffer on each side.
We
For
can't see
table-
you, Toastmaster Tanav. Mohit, we can't see Toastmaster Tanav. Can you bring him in the frame so that cards are visible?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
thank
can
you.
see me now.
Yeah, you are now visible.
Okay, so yeah, for the prepared speeches, we have 2 icebreakers. So it is 4 to 6 minutes with 30 seconds buffer on each side. Then for table topics, the time limit is 1 to 2 minutes. And I always show the yellow card in the middle. So 1 minute and 30 seconds. And for the speech, it is 5 minutes. So, and then for the evaluation section, the time limit is 2 to 3 minutes. So I will be showing the cards by changing my background. And yes, so try and keep your time
you
within the limits.
thank you
Otherwise,
to
yeah, you can be
yeah
qualified. Thank you.
go
Back to
ahead.
you, General.
Toastmaster Tanav, can you show us how you're going to change your background? Because I see a flat background, or maybe Toastmaster Mohit can help.
Yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah, so this is green. Then this would be yellow. And this is red. Can you confirm once if it is visible in fine?
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Tanav. It's visible, but it's not visible on the pinned one. But I can see the screen in the physical room that your background is changing there.
Is it not visible?
I can see in the TV the screen is background is changing. The TV before you, not in your laptop screen. There I can see. Maybe if you can ping pin the Toastmaster screen whenever needed, Mohit Saini, Toastmaster Mohit.
So I have basically added a screenshot. So this is how it looks to us. Because of course, it just speaks louder than words.
Now it should be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's working
great.
fine.
Yeah, now we can see your background is red. Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit.
Okay, and I think it's sorted now. Back to you, General Value.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanav, for explaining your role and showing us how you're going to show the different cards. So now we'll go move to the grammarian, which is a very important role in our meeting as well as after the meeting. So for helping as we stay within the rule, we would be having Toastmaster Neeti helping us. So Toastmaster Neeti, would you like to come forward and explain your role?
Yeah, thank you, General Orator. Good morning, everyone. I'm Neeti. I will be your grammarian for today's meeting. As a grammarian, my role is to listen carefully all the speakers and observe the use of language throughout the meeting. And I will note down the good use of language and observe any area of improvements. So I will be presenting my report during the later segment. So today's word of the day is resilience, meaning the ability to recover quickly from the challenges or setback. I will repeat word of the day, resilience, meaning the ability to recover quickly from challenges or setbacks. I will just want to share the example as well here. Resilience helps us grow stronger through every challenge. Just wanted to check everyone able to hear the word of the day. meaning and example. I will be sharing in the chat as well for everyone reference. Let me move towards add-on of the day. For today's add-on of the day is blaze a trail. Blaze a trail, meaning to lead the way by doing something new or to be a pioneer. Moving to example, Bachendri Pal blazed a trail by becoming the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest, inspiring countless others to pursue their dreams fearlessly. Please raise a hand if everyone able to hear the word of the day and add-on of the day. Thank you. I'm sharing also here for everyone reference. So I will encourage everyone to use both word of the day and item of the day naturally during your speech and table topics. I request everyone, if you notice someone using the word of the day and item of the day, please raise your hand and just to acknowledge and appreciate. Thank you. Back to Journal Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Niti, for beautifully explaining your role, sharing the word of the day and sharing the idiom of the day. You're already, you blaze a trail, and I hope everyone will follow, staying resilience despite difficult challenges. Next, do we have Sartaj? I don't see Sartaj. We have a... So can I call Toastmaster Sartaj to come forward and explain the role as an R counter?
Okay. Yeah, hello Toastmaster Hain, and hello everyone. So welcome to Toastmaster and happy Sunday. Today my role is R counter. So this role entails I'll be tracking the words, the pauses you take while speaking, and will be giving a constructive feedback to everyone. Yeah, that's all from my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sartaj. Welcome to the role players group, and I hope you help us towards the fag end with all our pauses and help us stay organized. Thank you so much for explaining your role. And with that, I conclude the opening and the introduction of our tag team, and I would like to hand it over the virtual stage back to the team mode, who's there to blaze a trail, and hopefully we will follow her again and plan our journey to Ladakh one day. Back to you, Toastmaster
Definitely.
Nital.
Yes. So I'll just walk you through a few more places before we get on to the prepared speeches. So I don't have the title of the speeches. I hope the evaluators have it. Otherwise, speakers Nancy and Geeta, right? Can you please ping on the WhatsApp on the Teams group your title of the speech? Pathway.
Today is my icebreaker speech, Neetal.
Yeah, you need to give the title of the speech and the pathway.
For the icebreaker speech also?
Yes.
For the icebreaker speech, my title is My Own Journey.
Okay. And the pathway is?
I don't understand what the pathway is.
Okay, fine. Mohit, if you can help out.
Mute, unmute. Hi, Nital. Yeah, we can figure out the pathway later. The icebreaker is same across all pathways. So offline,
sure.
I would help Toastmaster Geeta, or the mentor can help her as well. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So after Kargil, we started back our journey towards the destination in the Kargil that we were staying. So if you ask me what is important in Ladakh, is the destination or the journey? It will always be the journey. You will not like to miss even one turn when you are on the road trip. If you're on bike trip, anyways, you will not fall asleep. Even if you're car trip and you're someone like me, I did not fall asleep even for a second. It's like every turn is saying something, every turn is showing you something new. The mountains, though they are mountains, if you see the color of the mountains, it changes from a kilometer to kilometer. And overall, in the Ladakh journey, we have traveled around 1500 kilometers. And you'll see different kinds of mountains. In the same area, you will see a mountain with a barren mountain, and the other side of the road, you will see the mountain with lot of greenery. So, some mountains are where the water is coming down, some mountains are snow peak mountains. And as the sun, here the sun rises at 5 a.m. and the sun sets at 8 p.m. As the altitude is high, you will see the sun for longer time than what we see in our cities. And the roads are maintained by Border Road Organization. Compared to our cities, you will see the most perfect roads on the Indian terrain. You will not see one single pothole on the roads, though they are maintained in between the mountains. If a landslide happens, it gets cleared within a day. And this was my view in the Kargil where I was staying. So the moment I entered the hotel room and the moment I saw this view from my hotel, it was mesmerizing. And as the sun was setting down, the mesmerizing levels were going up. And you will see different kind of population in the Leh Ladakh. So till Kargil, you will see the dominating population as Muslims. And as soon as you enter Leh, it is 70 to 80% of the population is Buddhist. So you will see a total Tibetan and impact in the Leh area. And Kargil, the day we visited, it was a Muharram day. And instead, it was celebrated in such a grandeur way. The roads were empty, the people were gathered together, and they were celebrating it. So you can see how the different views changes. It was early in the morning. The view is totally different. The sun is at its peak. It cannot be. It's around 7 a.m. in the morning, not like 9. But because of the altitude, you will see the sun in a different way. And from Ladakh, we visited the border area of the Kargil. So standing here, we were seeing the border region of the Pakistan. With the help of telescope, we were seeing the army movement in the Pakistan, the army movement in the Indian army side. So the division will be like this mountain belongs to India and the next mountain belongs to Pakistan. So you will be able to witness how the cultural community has got divided because of the country division and how people are still living in those regions. And the people there so this was like a view from telescope. So you can see the bunkers of Pakistan army and the other side it will be bunkers of Indian army. And here you will be able to witness that the locals were saying that this is a peaceful region. There are no ceasefire conflicts in this region between India and Pakistan. So we traveled there, we witnessed the different kind of bunkers. So here Indian bunkers were there. They were monitoring the situation. And from there, we started our journey towards Leh. So every turn is like different, as I mentioned, and you will see a lot of army trucks coming on the way and the bikers. So they learn the discipline of driving. They usually go in the group, and whenever you see them, you will feel it's not an easy terrain to drive. A lot of turns, lot of off-roads driving along the way when you move forward towards Hanley and other areas. And the discipline, the mindset which a person has to prepare to come for a driving is totally different in this area. So now there was a place called Moonland View. So from Lamayuri, if you are taking a turn, it goes to the Moonland View. And the mountains over there are completely different. So they call it as like famous for Multani Mitti. And so you'll see this army trucks all the way towards the journey. And we had a local driver, so they usually slow down before taking a turn and give the way to the army truck. And this was a moonlight wave, and this was like it was underneath sea for a long time. I mean, centuries ago. And then the formation, you can see it is totally different from all the mountains in the region, and it is called as moonlight view, as it looks like a moon. I mean, the space on the moon or something. We stopped there for having our lunch, and it was a great view. I mean, all the lunch dinner we had was with a great view at the seashore or with the mountains. And we tried eating as much as local food rather than having any fast food kind of stuff. So from Landmoon, we were moving towards our destination, towards Leh. And on the way, this was Janskar River. So this is a place where two rivers merge. So this is a Indus River and this is Janskar, and it is called as a Sangam Point. So you can see the clear distinction between the watercolor in the two rivers, and they are merging into one. And after that, this was a place called Magnetic Hill, where now the magnet has reduced. But before, it used to say when you park a vehicle here, it automatically comes back because of the magnetic effect. And the place is still called as Magnetic Hill. And then we visited, one more our stop was Fateh Sahib Gurudwara. So here was next time. I think I don't have that bit. So after Magnetic Hill, we stopped at a place called Fateh Sahib Gurudwara, where they have a story that demon throwed a Fateh, a big rock, towards the saint Guruji, and then they constructed the temple at the place itself, and that is being run by the army. And still on the last day we visited again that place, and the army people serve at the langar, and we had our lunch at the langar on the last day, at the Leh stay. So this is Leh. We visited the next day. We started our journey for Leh. And then this was a place, this is a view from the mountain of the Leh city. So this all plants you see, they are maintained by human beings for oxygen purpose. So Leh is at an altitude of 11,000 feet. So it's like even you are a fit person, even climbing one floor will make you breathless. You will realize the importance of breath when you visit this high altitude places. So this all like we were going breathless many a times. And this place is called as Shanti Stupa, where this is Lord Buddha idol. As I say, when you come towards Leh, it is more of Buddhist domination. And the people are warm, welcoming, and the places are maintained so well. And then we visited Leh Palace, which is built in centuries ago. So it's built at 1600 centuries or something. And they have like a big palace made of just rocks. There's no cement involved, and the place is still good. Then we visited Leh Market. So the famous Dhurandhar chai table, that Watson table that got shot at Leh Market. So we just did some time pass over there. So if people have watched the Dhurandhar movie, they would relate to this place. Then the last destination on Leh was Hall of Fame. So this was the memory of all the wars that happened after 1948. So they were glimpses of Kargil, Siachen wars, and the other 1971 wars. And you can able to feel when you're standing there, you'll be able to realize the importance of importance of the war that happened, and how critical location the Ladakh is. With this, my day one at Leh got completed, and I would like to call speaker for today. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Geeta. So Toastmaster Geeta is being evaluated by Toastmaster Mehak. So over to you, Toastmaster Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Neetan. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, my target speaker, Toastmaster Geeta, is going to present a speech from the very first level, that is the icebreaker speech. The purpose of the speech is that the member would introduce herself to the club and would learn the basic structure of public speech. Since the member is competing first in the Toastmasters journey, so the goal of evaluation is to evaluate on the basis of the speech and the delivery style. And once the icebreaker speech is concluded, I would request everyone to please give a standing ovation for the speaker as well. Thank you. All the best to Toastmaster Geeta. I will present the stage back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Neeta. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Meg. So Toastmaster Geeta, quick video and audio check. So you're giving in a sitting position?
Yeah, I'm giving in the sitting position. Is it okay? Can I give in the sitting position?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you, Mehak, for passing on the stage to me. And good morning, everybody. Today is my first icebreaker speech, and I am a little bit nervous. And anxiety is always there because I've never spoken on the stage. But with all of your help, I could say something about my journey. I'm Geeta, born and brought up in Delhi, Dilwalon ki Delhi, the city of Dilwalon ki Delhi. And I did my schooling from Kendriya Vidyalaya and graduation from University of Delhi. Since my father was a government employee, he always wanted me to secure a government job. His dream was for me to secure a government job, but I was a very mischievous girl and a very naughty girl. I don't want to study at all. My priority is fun without doing anything. But life has different plans for me. My younger sister, who was very brilliant in academics, is always tells me that only education will stand by you. Nothing else will stand by you. I think that I that time I got so pissed off. Why she's spoiling my fun? Why she's jealous of me? Why studying? But what I thought that what she was saying to me at that time was absolutely right. Was absolutely right. After graduation, I fell in love with a boy who was an IIT graduate, but his family rejected me because I have no standing in my life. I don't have any brilliant career. I was only a graduate. And that thing really hurts me a lot. And my life take a U-turn. I thought that I'll do something in my life. I'll have my own standing. I started studying hard and passed the SSC, Staff Selection Commission exam, and got a government job. That time I was only 24. My father got me married. It was an arranged marriage. And my husband is from Jammu. He is as fair as milk. So generally people call us a black and white TV couple, which sometimes hurts me or sometimes I laugh with them, but I have no option. जो है सो है, black and white ho या color ho. Everything is all right. Then I was blessed with son after 2 years, who is also very fair. And people says, is it your son? Oh my God, I'm fed up with this thing. Everybody is after me because of my complexion. Sometimes I say, hi, why God has made me wheatish? Can't be I fair? Because I am so much obsessed with the fair color till date. I am obsessed with the fair color. But nothing can be happened about it. Sorry. Ironically, I wanted to be free and a free bird, but life had different plans for me. first my sister was my teacher. Now my son became my greatest teacher. He was after my life. You do something, use your brain. Otherwise, your brain will get rusty. Don't use your tongue, use your brain. I thought I got so pissed off with him. He said, you have to do something. You have to learn something. Otherwise, you are you will you will get Alzheimer's in your old age if you not use your brain. I said, I'm going to the job now. I will not get Alzheimer's. He said, no, you have to do something. You learn language, you do something that I thought. Then I jumped into Toastmasters because of him. I got so, he was always after me, kuch karo, kuch karo. Then I thought, I'll start Toastmasters and I'll bluff him that, yeah, I'm doing. But he was after me. Sit, your class is there. Your class is there. He opens the laptop for me, put a tape, register, pen. Sit, sit, sit. Oh my God, oh my God. But after few sessions of the Toastmasters, I'm feeling confident because I have never spoken on stage, nor on school, nor on college. But after few sessions of Toastmaster, I am feeling a bit of confident. And I'm especially thankful to Mohit ji, who really supported me. And a heartfelt thank to Hirinder ji, who encourages me to write a icebreaker speech. But I don't want to write, but he says, please write, please write. I have written the icebreaker speech in 3 to 4 days in my office and showed it to him. He corrected some of the lines which he felt, and I'm so thankful to everybody to listening to me so patiently, and hope that in future I'll be giving more speeches and participating more and more in Toastmasters. Thank you, everybody. This is my journey. Thank you, everybody.
Please give a standing ovation. What an amazing speech. A heartfelt and a detailed, we can walk through your journey in your speech, via your speech.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you
Great
so
job,
much.
Geeta ji.
I have been not given so much of appreciation till date. The appreciation you people have given to me, I'm so thankful to you. So thankful to you. So thankful to you.
Thanks to your son as well to pushing you hard. That's really good.
Yeah, he's in
And
Spain. He's in Spain and he said that, oh, I've called you up. You have a Toastmaster class. I'll speak to you later. Just open your laptop. My goodness. I said, I will join it later. You just speak to me. Kata, no, I will not speak to you. You join your class. We'll speak later. He is my teacher, principal, mentor, guru, my everything.
Let's take a minute to give our feedback in the chat section to Toastmaster Geeta. Timer, please let me know once a minute is over. So with this, let's move forward and we'll call upon our second speaker of the day, Toastmaster Nancy. So Toastmaster Nancy is being evaluated by Toastmaster Mohit. Over to you, Toastmaster Mohit, for letting us know Toastmaster Nancy title and the speech details.
right.
You're not audible, Toastmaster Mohit. You're on mute.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neethal. Now, today is a special day for Toastmaster Nancy as she starts her journey of her speeches formally in Toastmaster.
You're not audible again.
Well, now,
Yeah.
okay. Toastmaster Nancy will be giving her icebreaker speech today. It's a 4 to 6 minute speech. And the objective of this speech is for the speaker to introduce herself to the audience and become comfortable speaking in front of the audience. As this too is an icebreaker speech, I would request everybody to stand up and give an ovation to the speaker once the speech is done. The title for Toastmaster Nancy's speech is From a Shy Girl to a Confident and Fearless Speaker. Toastmaster Neethal, I hope you were able to make note of that.
Yeah.
So thank you, and I'll pass on the stage back to Toastmaster Neethal to invite the speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. So Toastmaster Nancy, a quick video audio check.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes. You're giving in a standing position? I'm in sitting position, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, great. So Toastmaster Nancy, from a shy girl to a confident and fearless speaker. From a shy girl to a confident and fearless speaker, Toastmaster Nancy.
Good morning, everyone, Toastmaster, fellow members, and guests. Today, I am excited to deliver my icebreaker speech. The title of my speech is From a Shy Girl to a Confident and Fearless Speaker. I hope you enjoy my journey and find a part of your own story in it. And firstly, a little bit as shared you. Yesterday, I received my Toastmaster diary. My Toastmaster diary yesterday. Thank you, Mirji. Now I started my story. There was a time when speaking in front of people was my biggest fear. Whenever I got a chance to speak, I would avoid it because I was afraid of making mistakes. I don't have much confidence and I dependent on others to make decision. And one question was always in my mind: what if I fail? What if fail? Uh, but today I am standing here in front of all of you, sharing my journey. A few weeks ago, I joined Toastmasters. In my first meeting, I saw people and speaking so confidently. I kept thinking, will I ever be able to speak like them? Around the same time, I got an opportunity at work to lead a uh, uh, small कह सकते हैं, speeches. Again, the same question come to my mind. What if I fail? For a moment, I wanted to share no. But then I thought, if I keep saying no because of fear, how will I ever then? How will I ever learn? So I accepted the opportunity. Honestly, it wasn't easy. I made mistakes. Sometimes things didn't go as planned, and there were days when I felt like giving up. But every mistake taught me something new. Slowly, I started making my own decision instead of depending on others.
that made me more confident and more independent. Then come another big challenge. I had to give a presentation in front of leaders. I was really nervous. My hands were shaking. I was thinking, what if I forget everything? Many times. But then I reminded myself that I had prepared well. I took a deep breath, went on stage, and gave my presentation. It wasn't perfect, but I gave my best. When I finished, people appreciated my effort. That small appreciation gave me a lot of confidence. The experience taught me three small lessons. Confidence comes from taking action. Independence comes from taking responsibilities. And fearlessness comes from facing your fears. Yesterday, I also might receive my Toastmasters diary. It may look like just a diary, but for me, it is a reminder that every meeting, every speech, every challenges is helping me become a better version of myself. Today, I know this is just the beginning. I still have a lot to learn, but now I am not afraid to take the first step. I will continue to pledge my own trial, one speech, one challenge, and one step at the time. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Wow. Let's give a standing ovation to Toastmaster Nancy for her icebreaker speech.
Thank you so much.
So the commitment
And
towards
all
Toastmasters.
credits to you, all of you, Mohit sir and Soumya and all of you.
So starting a Toastmasters journey and pursuing it and seeing the finish line is has a lot of difference in it. So only the commitment and discipline will make you reach there. And you can see all the committed bunch of people here. We show up in every meeting, we cheer up others, and we get cherished. Let's take a minute to give our feedback to Toastmaster Nancy for her wonderful icebreaker speech.
I don't know why my heartbeat is so fast.
That happens. That's a good start.
But I see my diary again and again. I'm so excited and I can't explain.
That's amazing to see. We all have been there. We all gave our icebreaker speech, and we know the butterflies in the stomach feeling.
Yeah, right.
So coming back to my journey. So we started Leh. We stayed in the Leh one day to acclimatize, to get used to that altitude. And no matter how many days you stay, it never prepares. The mountains keep surprising you. So we started. There were journeys, there were turns, and the first stop for us was the mighty Khardungla. That is at 17,900 feet. So Leh was at 11,000 feet, and we have traveled all the way to 17,982 feet, where we could touch the mountains that we were seeing in the pics from far off. We could touch them. We could be on it. The snowy peak mountains. We could be there. And it was an achievement in itself that we could achieve that mighty Khardungla. And the people were so happy reaching out there, taking the pics. So you can see the happiness in my face when I reached. Then we kept traveling. So you can see every mountain, every turn has a story to tell, a new perspective. Then we were on our first day, we were on our way to Nubra Valley. So the next stop was our Dikshit Monastery. So as I mentioned, the place is full of monastery. We just picked up some famous ones. So this was built around 1600, and this looks like the opposite of Pakistan and Afghanistan. They have some backstory to it, and even now this is celebrated as a win over demons. So they were like 1008 bells that you need to rotate when you're entering the temple, the monastery. And then after that, we visited sand dunes. They were like ATV rides, then sand dunes, camel rides on the way. So you can see there are sand dunes in one side. There are lake that is flowing on the other side, and seeing the camel rides. People were doing the camel rides in the sand dunes. So you can see the sand dunes here. So you will keep mesmerizing, every turn mesmerizing you, okay, how this can happen. Then we reached the end. There was a artisan bazaar and a live concert, which we enjoyed the night. And from there we traveled to last village of India, that is Thang. So here also the mountains keep telling a story. And this was the last village of India. This was part of Pakistan before 1971 war. And in the 1971 war, India occupied few of the places, around 8 to 10 villages. So this is still a place where Balti people lives, and they have their relatives across the border in the Pakistan. And here you can see that there is a thin line where it says this is the end of India terrain, and then the Pakistan starts. So here also we took a, what do you call, we saw the end of the region. And then we visited a village called Trutuk, which they have constructed as a tourist spot now, where they give us a walk away. We can just walk into the village, see how the village people live, and see the apricot trees and the other regions places. And this river was flowing across. It was so cold. And then we came back to Nubra Valley after that. Then we started from Nubra Valley the next day. We visited Pangong Lake. So everyone knows the movie Three Idiots and the lake that comes. So this is the way on way we get Shoik River, where the river was overflowing and one car got stuck on the way. So all the people gathered together to make the car go forward. It took long time for us to get a clear road. And now, after I came back, the river is overflowing and the road is totally blocked at the moment. Might have got clear. And then, so this is a lake, the Pangong famous lake from the Three Idiots movie. The last scene where you can see that this lake is between mountains and a peaceful lake. And this is around 140 kilometers long. And 40% of this lake is in India and 60% is in China. So now from Pakistan border, we were moving towards China border, where you have this Pakistan occupied, I mean, the China part coming in together. We were doing some fun with the Three Idiots setup. Still, that movie has its own significance in that region. And the lake is not ending. You can just not see the end of the lake, and it keeps changing the color based on the day of the time and how the clouds are, how the sun is. So we had our fun. There were people from Uttarakhand. They were doing bonfire, and this was the sunset we could see, and the stars that are coming in. Though it was cloudy, so we could not get the stargazing that these places are famous for. And this was at an altitude of 15,000 feet. Then from Pangong Lake, we went across to Hanle, which has India's highest observatory. At the highest point, it has an observatory, and Hanle is famous for stargazing. So before visiting Hanle, we visited Umlingla, which is at the 19,000 feet. So you can see here, 19,024 feet, and the oxygen level were so low that we almost all got sick as soon as we got down here. My oxygen level got low, had a severe headache, had to take some oxygen pumps. And then few of them, one of our group friend, she had to hospitalize for the oxygen. So it had its own stories. But that was again a mighty achievement for us, traveling all the way to 19,000 feet. And then from there we got down to Hanle. And from Umlingla to Hanle, it is totally an off-road. So for car people, it is okay, but for the bikers, it is an adventure road altogether. So it was cloudy, so you can see there's cloudy, so we could not do the stargazing, but do Google Hanle stargazing and you will see wonderful pictures that Hanle offers. And from Hanle, we visited to Sumori, which is again a lake between the mountains. It stretches over 30-40 kilometers something. And it was so peaceful, so serene to be there and witness the journey. So when sun was at peak, the color of the sky is totally blue. I'm like Hyderabad, so I hardly see a blue sky. The water is totally blue. And then these are the Pashmina sheeps that you will see. You'll see wild horses. There's so many wild animals. The cold, and they're not being captured on anywhere. They are like on their own. I mean, these sheep are anyways with the nomads. And then we visited again a monastery, Thiksit Monastery. I did not climb up because I was totally breathless by the time I reached. So I was just doing some photo shoots. And then we came back to Leh. We took on the last day we hired two Activa and we were roaming on the Activa for around 200 kilometers we rode. And this was Pathar Sahib Gurudwara, which I was talking about. So last day we visited again and we had food at the langar. And then in the night we went to that Hall of Fame again and we attended a light and sound show where they have described all the wars that has taken place in India after independence. So sitting here between the mountains, listening to the war stories give you a different kind of goosebumps and a kind of pride that you're living in such a mighty country. With this, we ended our journey, came back to Hyderabad. So this was a view from flight from Leh to Hyderabad. So you'll see all the snowy peak mountains. Thus, I'll conclude my journey. I hope you enjoyed. And I'd like to call upon our table topic master, Toastmaster Hirender.
It's me.
Toastmaster Hirender, you look freeze.
No, it's me, table topic master, Gayatri.
Oh, sorry. Okay, Toastmaster
Well-
Gayatri, over to you.
Okay.
Well, your entire presentation was so beautiful. Definitely, we all got freezed, not just Hirender.
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Thank
So
you.
I can still imagine I'm still living there.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for the vivid presentation. We all feel like we are traveling along with you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for that. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm the table topic master for today's meeting. Before we begin our regular table topic session, we will have some warm-up activity that I hope this will blaze a trail to our upcoming table topic speech. Okay, so now I'll share my screen. I hope my screen is visible. You can see many pictures there. I encourage everyone to talk about the picture, 1 or 2 sentences, maximum 2 sentences. First, I'll nominate one speaker and then after finishing their speech and they will nominate the other one. You got it? So first we will start with our online members, so that meanwhile offline members get ready. So first I'll start, I'll nominate Toastmaster Mehak. You can choose your own pictures.
And we need to speak for about
1 or 2 sentences, that's enough.
okay. I would choose the picture of apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Thank you. Next speaker. You can nominate your next speaker.
I would like to nominate Toastmaster Nancy.
Toastmaster Nancy, can you talk about the image? Any image you can take. You're on mute. You're on mute. Okay, next we will go with Toastmaster Hirender. I think Nancy has some technical issue.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri. I would take third image of books, and it's a famous line I read somewhere that our future generations, our future generations' wealth is saved in the books, not in the bank's strong vaults or the lockers. It is in our books, the precious book that we have. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you nominate the next one?
Yeah, I would like to nominate Toastmaster Geeta.
Yeah, I would like to take rainbow, as the rainbow has 7 colors. So we will always try to fill others' life with colors so that we can see happiness and peace everywhere.
Thank you. Next one.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yeah, please, Nancy.
I don't know what I've done. Yeah, I'll choose key. A key opens locks. It keeps our belongings safe.
Thank you. Next one. Guest Tanu or Toastmaster Nadi? Anyone?
Yes, I want to choose. I choose feather. Every time you find a feather, be assured that your angels are around and you are taken care of.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Nadi?
Yeah, well, I will choose the alarm clock because it's like time is the most valuable asset we have, and it reminds us to basically, get on track every single day, wake up and, head towards the challenge of life and yeah, make every second count. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Over
Toastmaster.
over to Toastmaster Geeta.
No, Toastmaster Niti.
Okay, over to Toastmaster Niti. Yeah.
I think Toastmaster Niti is not available. Toastmaster Neetal, are you there?
Yes.
Could you please talk on the topic? Picture.
So I'd like to talk upon the river. So as the glaciers were melting, we were able to see beautiful river.
Thank you so much. Guest Siddharth, are you there?
I am available, Gayatri. Actually, I was taking time.
Sure.
So I just wanted to choose sun. I choose sun. I want to bright shine like a sun and wanted to spread the lights in others' lives as well.
Thank you. Guest Siddharth, are you available?
Yes, I'm available. Yeah, I'll go with probably the moon.
Sure.
Moon, it glows quite softly against the sky, and it gives light in the at night actually. So when it's mainly required, it shows the way and path. In the deepest darkness, it shows us the light. So yeah, that's.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Mohit. Or Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri. I would like to choose the lighthouse. The lighthouse shows the way, and I think we can all be lighthouse for someone in our life.
Thank you.
Passing to Tanav.
Yeah, so I would like to choose the door because it allows us to open opportunities that are waiting for us. And I would like to pass to Sartaj, Toastmaster.
Thank you.
So I would like to use sunflower. So I would say whenever you plant sunflower, plant two sunflowers, because sunflower faces the sun in the day and they faces each other in night.
Thank you so much.
I would like to pass to Pastor.
Thank you, Sartaj. I would like to choose the star, and in line with the theme of Ladakh. Why sleep in a 5-star when you can sleep under a billion stars?
Thank you.
And now I'll pass it on to Colonel Prem.
Yeah, I'll choose that road. What is that road? So road, I'd like to explore roads and possibly find newer opportunities for self and others. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope everyone attended, right? Thank you so much for amazing ideas. So, okay, now today, as a table topic master, I'll be giving away the topics to both Toastmasters as well as guests, and I request every the speaker to talk about the topic about for a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 2 minutes. Now, today I have divided my topics into 2 groups, dare and truth. If you want easy one, you select truth, or dare topics will be a bit challenging and hypothetical topics. Okay. So first I'll start with the non-role takers. If there is anyone, any non-role taker, Toastmasters here. I think Toastmaster Colonel Prem, right?
You're the first speaker.
You want to have a dare or truth topic?
What topic?
Truth or dare?
Yeah, good. Huh?
Truth or dare?
Do or dare?
Truth or dare?
Truth or dare? Achha, okay. Yeah, topic is truth or dare.
No, actually not. This is not a topic. Actually, this is a choice. Truth means easy one.
Achha, okay, truth or dare.
Yeah.
One of them. Okay, dare.
Okay, your topic is speak from a perspective of a river. Speak from a perspective of a river. You
Okay.
imagine you.
Okay, perspective of a river.
Yeah.
All right. So I think for me, river signifies flow, and flow is there when there are newer opportunities. You move ahead and exploring newer opportunities, and sometimes you have impediments. You go past that, and in fact, those impediments also give you push for to move further ahead and maybe even acquire more speed. In fact, this flow reminds me of this famous book, Flow by Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, the famous psychologist who talks about the positive psychology in that. And also when he says that when we are challenged and when we have some challenging tasks ahead, with certain goals and certain targets, then we are more focused and we are determined to achieve that. And greater energy sort of gets collected, and we are able to muster up more energy, get more concentration, and we look forward to that kind of sort of tasks. And even from my own experiences of being in the army, I think right from day one, we've had so many such opportunities, and including today, this talk by Neetal, I think, reminded those familiar places of this Ladakh and parts of area, Nubra and Siachen base camp, where one has been so many times, and and So Murari Lake. And in fact, I was commanding my battalion in Chushul. So all that, in fact, the army provided this opportunity, which was all about flow in my life. And I think I made the most of it. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prem, what a creative speech it is. And for next topic, who's our Toastmaster Soumya, are you available? You want
Hi,
truth or
Toastmaster Getty.
truth or dare?
Let's go with truth.
Okay, okay, fine. A journey that changed your perspective, or any lesson learned you're traveling from your traveling experience.
Every travel that I have done has taught me something, and getting hard to think of what. But what I will choose is the first travel I ever made independently on my own, without family. This was while I was in undergrad, and I had participated in a contest which had and made it to the finals. The finals were in Paris, so that was the first ever journey I took. It was the first international trip too. So that travel changed my perspective in the sense that I realized that the world is bigger. It's not, and not in terms of geography, of course. It's different and bigger in terms of perspectives. So up till then, the only thoughts or ideas or perspectives that I was exposed to or I believed in were the ones that I first learned in my family, then friends, then maybe broader level with the colleagues. But however, it was limited to how how we view India, or it was limited to how our values. But when I traveled to Paris, there I learned how the different ways that people lead their lives, and it is similar in many aspects to how we live in India, and different as well. So when I returned from it, it changed two things in my mind. One, that a lot of the things that people criticized India for, that's not valid because once you go out, then you realize that okay, there are so many good things about how we live. Like I'd heard that the system is bad and so and so, but like what I realized that oh, it's so good that we have this nice close knit culture even with friends or family. So that was one. And on the flip side, I also realized that there are aspects where or thoughts that perhaps we should change in the sense of maybe more freedom, right? Like, or more in a strange way. I think that in the Western cultures, a lot of them, people do treat different people equally. But here, sometimes we tend to bring what people do as a mark of how much respect they should get. So that both those things changed for me, and yeah, that I think got me into the further journey of really intentionally getting to learn about more perspectives, especially the ones that are different from my own. Thank you so much for that topic, Toastmaster Gayatri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Soumya, for sharing your lessons. The next, okay, can we have guest Danu for the next topic?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, which topic you want, truth or dare?
Truth.
Right. Your favorite outdoor activity?
Favorite outdoor activity is sitting with nature and observing the sounds of the nature, like the sound of the flowing water, the sound of birds, and enjoying every bit of nature, the color of the leaves, the green color of the leaves, which every tree is having green leaves, but every green is different. And we learn so much from nature, that how the birds build their nest and then they fly. So they don't stick to anything, and they keep on moving in life rather than sticking. And universe teach you everything. It's teaches you that everything, life is all about renewal. It's not like that ki if it ends it's over. Nothing is over. Nature teaches you that everything can be renewed, and in a better way always. So every challenge, every situation that is coming in your life is telling you a lesson and helping you on the soul level to evolve and proceed further. So if disaster happens, if there is a cyclone or if there is an earthquake, it is like building again. So every destruction leads to creation. It's not end. So nature is my favorite place, and I always feel good in nature and learn so many things from it. And it's like stress relieving for me, and it
Thank
gives
you,
you a
guest
lot
Danu.
of courage to survive in this life.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. That was a powerful point. And for the next topic, can we have guest Siddharth?
Yeah, actually, I'm not guest, but yeah, I can go.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So you want truth or dare topic?
I think truth is easier, so I'll go easy.
Right. Your new friendship during travel. Your new friendship during travel. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you for the topic, Toastmaster Gayatri. I mean, we normally travel along with our friends, which is not new, of course, right? But sometimes if you are solo traveling, then you need a company. I mean, you feel like, you need someone along with you so that you can roam around the place and see, and you can have a chat and eat together, something of that sort. So recently, I mean, I was on a business trip, so I mean, occasionally I travel to Switzerland for some business from my office. So this time I decided to go to Milan, and I was alone this time. Normally I try to, tag along, or, tag someone along with me together so that we can roam around some other places. But this time I was alone, so I thought let me go alone somewhere, because otherwise you miss an opportunity to see a new place. So I traveled to Milan, and which is like 3-4 hours from there in train or in bus. It's the same time. After that, I took a hotel, and then in my breakfast time, I made a friend there, and he was also traveling alone. So we decided we should, roam together, and because he was an European, so he knows more about that place and that area. So I thought, okay, that's also better for me. So we roamed together. We really had a good time. From, I don't know, from 10 o'clock in the morning until 8 in the evening, we were together. So we were really going together well. He is also my friend in social media, so we occasionally talk. But that was my first time I met him, and he was really a good guy. So yeah, that's from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your experience.
Thank you.
Can we have Toastmaster Mohit for the next one?
Hi, Toastmaster Gayatri.
Hello. You go with truth or dare topic?
I will also go with truth.
Truth, okay. A cultural experience that surprised you. A cultural experience that surprised you.
A cultural experience that surprised me. So this is from Africa. It is called Ubuntu. Ubuntu is basically a philosophy of Africa, which starts from a story of a place where there were a lot of children, and there was a tree in the middle, and there were some sort of sweets kept in the middle, and somebody said whoever walks or runs and grabs the sweets first can have all the sweets. So the children who were spread out around the tree instead of competing with each other and running towards to grab the prize, what they instead did was they held on to each other's hands and formed a circle and then ran towards the center together. And then when they got to the middle together, all of them could have the prize, they distributed it amongst themselves. So this particular cultural activity or the philosophy in Africa is what struck a chord in me, because we can all achieve so much more if we come together instead of competing with each other. If we complement each other, then there's so much more. All of us, there's enough for everyone, and it's that abundance mentality which this cultural thing in Africa highlights. In Toastmasters and in the real world, I try to practice that. And since the time I've known this philosophy, I have become a slightly better person, I would say, because it's no more about cutthroat competition or resilience in that sense that you have to put somebody else down. It is enough abundant that we all have, and we can all have it together. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Gayatri.
Thank you so much. That was a wonderful comparison. And for the next topic, can we have Toastmaster, sorry, Hirender? G already.
Yeah, Toastmaster Gayatri. You want me to
You
go
go
next?
with
Or
truth or dare topic?
looking at the trend, I think I'll go with truth.
Okay. So, a destination that exceeded your expectations. A destination that exceeded your expectations.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri. Nearly a decade ago, I traveled to Rishikesh. We planned to just have a river rafting, which I'm really fond of. And then there's a place called I think it's I forgot the name of the place, but there is a lake, a jharna, a waterfall, which is about you have to walk around 2 kilometers. I think it's called Neer Jharna. So we had time, so we thought let's go walk. We were all bunch of 8, 9, you can say middle-aged men. We we walked there. 2 kilometers nearly took us 3 hours because it's so difficult. But when we reached there, we stayed there nearly 4 hours. Usually people spend there 15, 20, half an hour. It was so beautiful, the natural waterfall, and it has created, they created like a swimming pool all naturally with the pressure of the fall. And you can enjoy there. You can see, and it has a 3-layer of swimming pool. One, so you can jump from one swimming pool, you can say that's a natural fall, to another one, and you can have fun there. It uh, it really gave us great pleasure. I can't even. It's beyond my words to mention how blessed we feel there in the water when we stayed there nearly 3-4 hours. And after that, I visited couple of times more. But my first visit, when I did not know that there is a fall like that, was really awesome. What you can say, a full paisa vasool in Hindi. I don't know how to say in English, but completely mesmerizing view and enjoyable. Thank you.
Thank you so much for introducing that. Thank you. Timer, do we have any time left for go for one more topic? Sorry? Time's up or?
Oh, you can. We are almost running out of time. Maximum we can do one more is what the timer is saying.
Okay, maybe I'll give one open topic. Anyone can take it up. You missed your flight or train on the way to your dream destination. You missed your flight or train on the way to your dream destination. Anyone can volunteer. This is the open topic.
Yes, I can speak.
Yeah, sure.
If I miss the train to my favorite destination, maybe it is some kind of protection from the universe, because delay is always a protection from the universe. The things are aligned in that way that show you some other way where you meant to be. So I feel that it is protection. It is not the thing that you have lost. Something else is planned for you, and it is divine alignment. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all the speakers for the courage to take up the topic and think on your feet and share your ideas. Thank you so much. I think Toastmaster Neetal already concluded. I have to give back to the stage to Toastmaster Neetal or Toastmaster Hirender.
Yes, Toastmaster Gayatri. I'll take it.
Okay.
So
Thank
thanks,
you.
Toastmaster Gayatri, for a wonderful table topic session where every one of us enjoyed it. And your starting play about the topic to talk about for 2 minutes, 2 lines was really great and new thing that we have got to know today. So with this, I'd like to hand over the stage to our general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Hirinder. Over to you, Toastmaster Hirinder.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neetal, and thank you so much, Toastmaster Soumya, for being so innovative, bringing every time you do a role, you bring something new to the table, and everyone enjoys it. So now we have two, I think this is first time in my Toastmasters that we have two icebreaker in the same meeting. So I would like to call upon the evaluator, Toastmaster Mehak, who will be evaluating
2 मिनट में ठीक है
Toastmaster Geeta's speech. So Toastmaster Mehak, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Hirender. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. Today, my speaker, Toastmaster Geeta, presented her icebreaker speech, and which was the first opportunity to let the audience know who she is. And I felt that Toastmaster Geeta today did the perfect job and exactly the same. She didn't just introduce herself, she took us through a beautiful journey of her own life. Starting from, she introduced that I went to schooling in Kendriya Vidyalaya and how she said that I was in Delhi University, being a naughty child, was particularly fond of studies, and she painted a clear picture that many of us could relate to. Then how a turning point came in our life. You showed how being rejected, that you weren't an IIT graduate, became the very reason you decided to prove yourself, and how you cleared the SSC examination and secured a government job. It was just an answer to that rejection. So that's a powerful message of resilience as well that you showcased in your speech. What I also loved were the lighter moments that were sprinkled throughout your speech. For instance, the black and white TV, the comparison and that you made towards your own life. And I felt that the everyone was smiling at that kind of mark and the comment that you make. And when people often said or commented you or still asked you that, is he really your son? And I think this line also added a beautiful touch of maybe a self-depreciating humor, but even the way when you narrated your first love and how you were rejected because of just being a graduate also had an effectless, I think it was a satire kind of charm that you shared in your speech today. What stood out for me the most was your confidence. You look comfortable on stage, generally enjoyed sharing your story. Your eye contact was consistent. Your language was simple yet expressive. For instance, the words that you used, rusty, Alzheimer's, black and white TV, made your storytelling more vivid and it was more memorable as well. And I felt like there was never a dull moment in your speech. You were enthusiastic. You kept us engaged throughout. There were twists and turns that was coming up with every transition that you had, either in your first in your journey towards your schooling, your education journey was concerned, once you were married, and then when you had a kid. So everything was very much connected and kept us engaged. The only recommendation that I have for you maybe is a stronger performance. I believe you have a tremendous potential as a storyteller. Just you need to work upon your expressions and the dialogue delivery a little bit. So maybe for instance, when you mentioned that your son insisted to join Toastmasters, you could have used a different tone. For instance, you will get Alzheimer's, or your mind will become rusty. Something to show that kind of emotion that your son might have reflected. So maybe saying that lines with a playful expression, or when people called you or your husband a black and white TV, a small smile or a smirk would have made the audience visualize that moment more clearly. Overall, it was a confident, heartfelt, and a humorous icebreaker, I would say. You introduce yourself with honesty, connecting with the audience through relatable stories, and reminding us that setback can become a stepping stone as well. Congratulations for your first speech. I thoroughly enjoyed it and love listening to your journey. I look forward to hearing more stories in the more meetings to come. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Meg, for your evaluation of Toastmaster Geeta's speech. Thank you so much. Now we will move for the second evaluation, and I would request distinguished Toastmaster Mohit to come forward and share his words of wisdom for Toastmaster Nancy's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hirinder. It is said that every great thing is created twice, first in the mind and then in reality. For me, Toastmaster Nancy's speech, which was titled From a Shy Girl to a Confident and Fearless Speaker, conveys the same message. She was very clear about the vision that she has. She wants to become a confident and fearless speaker. And having set the right vision is already half the battle won. So congratulations, Toastmaster Nancy, for completing your icebreaker, and more than that, giving us a lot of inspiration in the process. The biggest strength for Toastmaster Nancy, the way I see it, is her storytelling skills. The way she constructed this story, which started with a challenge, her inability, her underconfidence to come on the stage to share her ideas, got us all hooked towards her because we want to know what is going to happen next. So she had one very clear central idea about becoming a clear and confident speaker. She took real world examples of the presentation that she had to deliver in her office setting. You know, what was the anxieties that she was facing. And then she gave us the biggest lesson, which was that practice makes perfect. And she relied on all the work that she had put in, the practice that she had given. And that helped her to not only deliver the speech, but also get the applaud. So all in all, storytelling is the biggest strength. She even embedded the latest development diary that she had received into the story. So it makes the story raw and fresh, and it keeps the audience hooked. It was a very inspirational story. So kudos on your storytelling skills. The second thing which I like about the speaker is the application of the learning. She talked about 3 lessons. So there's a magic, there's a power in the trio. If you give 3 lessons to the audience, they remember it. So confidence, independence, and fearlessness is what she talked about. Clearly, she's applying the learnings that she's gaining out of the Toastmasters sessions. So kudos on that. Now, to make it even better, obviously, this is your icebreaker and you've already come so far. So Nancy, congratulations on that. However, to make this even better, I would like to challenge you to stand up and deliver your speech. The moment you stand up and deliver, it creates even better impact in front of the audience. You're able to move your hand, you're able to apply your body gestures. All in all, you're able to make your message even more persuasive. You are also kind of forced to avoid referring to the written notes the moment you're on the stage. So that would be my suggestion to you. Now, one more recommendation I have for you is to avoid having the ending a bit abrupt. You can be more thoughtful about it. You had a very good story, a story which started with a challenge. There was some learning that came out, and then there was a clear ending which shows that you are a better speaker by applying those learnings. So you could end by something like, if I can do it, so can you. Something like that, which makes the message very clear at the end and audience has a clear takeaway. All in all, it was an inspirational story and it highlighted the power of practice for me. The storytelling, the application of learning was really great. If you could stand up and deliver and make the end more sharp, that could take this and your journey to another level. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Hirander.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mehak, Toastmaster Mohit, for sharing your feedback. I'm sure speaker will learn and get encouraged for the next speeches. Now we move on to our tag team, and I would request from Senior Sahani to Junior Sahani to come forward and share the report for the timing.
Hello. So as the timer for today, I timed all the role players. We started the meeting slightly late, and still it's about a bit behind schedule. But overall, there were no disqualifications, and all the speeches were done on time. Starting with the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Geeta took 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Toastmaster Nancy took 5 minutes and 5 seconds. And then in the table topic section, again, no disqualifications. Toastmaster Colonel Prem took 1 minute 40 seconds. Toastmaster Soumya took 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Guest Tarun took 1 minute 30 seconds. Guest Siddharth took 2 minutes. Toastmaster Mohit took 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Toastmaster Hirender took 1 minute 50 seconds. And guest Tanu took less than a minute. So yes. And then in the evaluation section, Toastmaster Mehak took 3 minutes and Toastmaster Mohit took 3 minutes and 25 seconds. So overall, we were a bit behind schedule, but it is decent and manageable. And we will improve next time by starting the meeting a bit early. Thank you. And back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Thana, for sharing your timing report. Now we'll move on the grammarian. Toastmaster Niti, if you could come forward and share your grammarian's report. Let's see how many were resilient today using word of the day. Toastmaster Niti.
Yeah. Thank you, General Evaluator. It was pleasure listening today to all the speakers. We are engaging. We heard engaging stories and thoughtful ideas during this session itself. So today I will be sharing the report for the word of the day and item of the day. So today, word of the day was used by Hirender 3 times, Mohit 1 time, and Mehak 1 time. Idioms of the day is used by Hirender twice, Gayatri 1 time. And I have also noticed the good usage of the words and language. I'm just highlighting that. Fascinating, memorizing, witnessing, pit stop, mischief, mighty achievement, adventure, freezed, hypothetical, pleasure, innovative, renewal, signifies, enthusiastic, tremendous, humorous, persuasive, and anxiety. And some good language as well. Every picture captures something different. Picture speaks louder than words. Life has different plan beyond my words. So this is all about my report for today. Overall, it was wonderful meeting with excellent use of language. Thank you. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Niti, for sharing your report. Now we'll go and learn from Sartaj how many pauses we took correctly and how many filler words we use. So Toastmaster Sartaj.
So I took note of the fillers and the repeat words which our speaker took today. So for Toastmaster Nadeem, there was a no filler but repeat of basically word 3 times. Then for Toastmaster Neethal, there was a no pause. There was a no repeat but 4 times pause. And for Toastmaster Geeta, there was 1 pause and repeat of I word. And for Toastmaster Nancy, there was 2 pause and repeat of I word. Toastmaster Prem, 2 pause. Soumya, 2 pause. And Toastmaster Tano, 3 pause. And Toastmaster Siddharth, no pause but repeat of I word 5 times.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sartaj, for sharing the our counters report. And before I begin my detailed evaluation, I would request Toastmaster Mohit or Neetal to float the feedback form so that people can meanwhile fill the form. Thank you. And now I'll start my overall report on the meeting. So we're starting with the saw. I see myself doing saw again, unprepared, and I can see my mentor would agree that I can do better. And moving on to PO, didn't have much. So now straight away I'll go to the T mode. Toastmaster Neetal, you have taken us or share a memory of years in nearly 30-40 minutes, Neetal. You took from, like, there were emotions in your pictures, in your describing your journey, how you you visited different places, and behind the scene, what was the emotion, and couple of things I will just grab in today's meeting was the Kargil War Memorial, the way you narrated how uh, we fought in 1999, and behind the scene or the photos that we normally capture, you were able to capture emotion, and I could see that the entire audience was with you while you were describing either the different lakes, memorials, um, different places, your bike rides, how the army, the DRO is being is PRO maintain the road is different from the city roads. How quickly, frequently they fixes if there is any issue. Really commendable how you captured the details, Toastmaster Neetal. It really people like to contribute whenever you ask question, who visited this place, who visited that place. We were really more than happy and engaged to come forward with you in your journey, the way you described. You took everyone with you, with your smile and with your picture. I didn't know travel, sharing your travel plan, sharing your travel can become a team mode, and in a beautiful way where everyone enjoys. It's not only sharing, just sharing your pictures. You took these, you brought so many stories within the 30-40 minute of the slot. There were so many different stories starting, and it has a variety of stories, like picking scene from Three Idiot or going to Dhurandhar. It's a complete, you covered nearly a 360 degree of our life, how we see, and bringing in the mountains, the background of mountain, how they become a magnetic one, and then bringing the Hall of Fame, Shanti Stoop, uh, what else? Pangong Lake, again from Three Idiot. It was a beautiful session, and I would courage or challenge myself to do a team mode one day like that. So great job, Toastmaster Neetal, on completing your successful journey, surviving and doing the same as a team mode. Great job. Now we'll move on to the two brilliant speaker today. It happens to be both icebreaker. Toastmaster Geeta, you did a great job. I know behind the scene we work together, but you have shown us that you are a natural speaker and you can do better. If you just focus on the process, the same goes to Toastmaster Nancy. Uh, you also were courageous to share your vulnerability, and that's the first step that we start. We all have started from there, and we are near there only. Great speech, Toastmaster Geeta and Toastmaster Nancy. On the time, on the role players. No, sorry, my battery is dying. Give me 1 second. So Toastmaster Tanav, I'll go with the timer. Toastmaster Tanav recorded every speech, whether it's a prepared one or the table topic one, and able to keep us on the track. One suggestion I have on the timer, or maybe from the either T mode and timer can pick in upcoming meeting, that we are timing every speaker, but we are not, or I am not aware if we are timing this segment also. So if we keep it a tab on the segment, we can still stay within the schedule. So let's say T mode finishes by 11:50 or 11:40. The table topic finishes at 12:15, like that. So we still stay within a schedule, although we started little late today. That's a suggestion if timer or T mode would like to pick the section schedule timing. Moving to the grammarian, shared a great report. Your word of the day, almost everyone, I guess, used. And the R counter, Sartaj, you also able to pick up all the filler words. And I hope we learn from there. Thank you so much for sharing your report. Moving on to the table topic master, Toastmaster Gayatri. If I'm not wrong, I think you have done it previously also, and every time you do it, you raise the bar. This time also bringing us a new way of doing it. First, awakening everyone by showing a picture and giving us to speak 2 line, and then again another innovation, you giving us a truth or dare, and everyone really liked it. We enjoyed your table topic session, and we look forward to your table topic section in upcoming meeting also. So thank you, great job, Toastmaster Gayatri, and that concludes my evaluation. And now I would like to hand over to myself as a presiding officer. Before I begin, I'll check Toastmaster Mohit. Do we have the results or?
No, I don't have the results handy right now. I would just want to check if everybody has submitted the vote and the feedback from the link that I've shared on the Teams chat and the WhatsApp group. But the results, I think we can include later.
Okay.
Is that, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. So we'll check the guest feedback for today's meeting, and we have a guest today. So Toastmaster Tanu, guest Tanu, would you like to share in a brief how was your experience of our meeting today?
It's a wonderful experience, and I am delighted to see that you are giving the platform where everybody has the opportunity to speak and enhance their vocabulary and expression and tone and pitch and everything. So it's like coming out of shell and speaking for yourself. So it's a great platform.
Thank you, guest Tanu. Thank you so much for sharing your view. And I don't think we have anything else to cover. Do we have anything else to cover, Toastmaster Mohit? Else we can announce this meeting is adjourned.
Yes, Toastmaster Hinder, we are done. We can maybe do a picture before we close.
Sure. Let's do it. So those on joining online can bring their smileys back and switching on your cameras.
Also, Toastmaster Hirendra, I would like to check how the experience was today. We have obviously done some work for the hybrid setup with this mic and everything. I hope the quality and the experience was better today.
Yes.
For online.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. We didn't see or we did not witness any echo or sound issue during the meeting. It was really great. Loud and clear, all the speaker, yourself, whoever pick up the mic, it was really clear audio.
Okay, that's great to hear. Thanks, everyone.
And thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit, Soumya, Colonel Prem, Tanav, and everyone for doing the groundwork behind the scene and bringing this meeting alive. I know behind the scene it takes so much.
Okay, yes, thanks, Hirinder. Let's have the cameras on, everyone, whoever can. So we
Toastmaster
can do
Nital, Toastmaster
Yes.
Geeta.
Colonel Prem has stepped out, but yeah, can somebody click for us?
Yeah, we're not able to see you. That's going on another
Some issue with
page.
my camera. It's on, but I'm not sure. So I cannot do anything here.
Okay, you can see us, right, Neetal?
Yes, yes, I'm able to see everyone. Earlier it was working fine as well. Just
Okay, okay.
suddenly
Let's
showing white.
suggest a pose, Neeti.
Okay. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, right now. Okay.
Okay, any pose? Do we do? Okay, Colonel Prem is also coming here. Okay. Oh. Okay. Colonel Prem, आज इधर आ जाओ. यहाँ से ढूंढते हैं. Who's clicking for us? Neetal, are you? Neeti, are you clicking?
I'll click.
Okay, okay, perfect. Can you see Colonel Prem also?
No, I can't
Do
see.
we maybe we shift here a little bit? You see
Yeah,
Sartaj
no.
and Colonel Prem also, right?
Yeah, now you all are in one frame.
Okay. Okay. For victory sign.
I thought only can say on little side, say Kashmir.
Sorry, Nadeem, say that again.
I was saying, like, instead of saying cheese, because Nital's trip was for Kashmir today, we can all say Kashmir.
Kashmir, yeah, Kashmir.
Yeah.
Great.
Great. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh yeah, we